Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 14 of Let's FIFA 14, and the first game of this episode is into the final of the Champions Shield tournament, and we are going with our 4-3-3 Neymar and Valdivia squad, and we come up against a 4-4-2 Brazilian side, and it was going to be a really tough game. I had a difficult time breaking down my opponent and my chances were not exactly the best, but in the 21st minute we will turn two defenders with Neymar, take a shot, and on the rebound it's Vidal to head it in and make it 1-0, but later into the first half he finds a bit of space in the middle of the pitch and he'll play a ball to Robinho, who will get the equalizer, make it 1-1. And as I said, not many chances for me in this game, and as you can see on the chances, they were not really challenging his keeper. We get a chance into extra time, but we'll hit the post, and in the end we go into a penalty shootout. David Villa with a very good penalty there, right into the top right hand corner, and he'll blast his first shot over the bar, give me a very good start to the penalty shootout. Neymar gets a goal for me as well to put me up at 2-0. He can get back with a goal here, and he does so indeed, shooting it down the middle once again. And it gave me kind of an idea that he would keep on going down the middle, so I kept Neuer in the middle, but it was slightly to the side of Neuer once again, and I could not save it. But I would keep on scoring my penalties and keep on having that lead. And once again, he shoots it slightly to the side of my keeper, and then he saves my shot. It made me a little bit nervous, but as usual, I would keep on standing in the middle, and finally, I would save his shot, win the penalty shootout, and win the final of the Champions Shield tournament. But to be honest, I did not deserve to win that game whatsoever. When you look at the full-time stats, look, I only had 3 shots on target. He had 11, 17 in total from him, 7 in total from me. And yeah, it was just one of those games where he couldn't convert his shots. And in the end, I got very lucky to win on the penalty shootout. And on so many occasions, I've been on his side where I had a bunch of shots, couldn't convert them, and in the end, just lost to an opponent who maybe had 1 or 2 shots on target. And it's probably one of the worst feelings on FIFA. That is when you dominate a game and do not win. And as I said, I had a really difficult time against this guy, and I just got extremely lucky. But we went on into the quarterfinals of the Carnival Cup to see if we can get some good gameplay going compared to the other game. And we break through here in the 17th minute. Not exactly the best goal, but into the second half, you would start creating the real skill chances. It is Asaidi turning around to play a through ball to Basufa out in the wing here. He'll go past 2 defenders. A little ball will flick past David Luiz. We try out the shot, but he will save it with Joe Hart, unfortunately. But we are not done. We had a lot of chances into the second half. Here it's Remy trying out a weak foot shot, weak foot volley, but it goes over the goal. 75th minute, we're on the ball. Nobody really trying to take the ball off Basufa, so I decided to pass it into the middle to Ben Arfa. He will go with a nice little skill run here, go past 2 defenders, take on a third one, and bury that one into the bottom corner with the weak foot to make it 2-0. And that was a really awesome goal from Ben Arfa to give me a comfortable lead. And it was good I got that goal because he plays a through ball. I rushed too much forward, failed the clearance. He would break through with Kone and make it 2-1. And they get it back into the game. But just 4 minutes later, Ben Arfa once again on the ball. A very fun player to play with here. A nice little skill run to go past several defenders, make his way into the box, but a weak foot shot there is quite easily saved. And then 90th minute into the dying seconds of the game, it's Asaidi on the ball, going past 2 defenders here, out on the wing, takes on another one before he'll get another goal for us to make it 3-1. And that was a nice little skill run as well. He almost skilled it out of play, out over the goal line, but he would keep it in play and in the end get the goal to make it 3-1. We win the game, we move on through into the semi-finals of the Carnival Cup, and we'll play that game as well. And it was a game, this one, where I felt very confident playing with the squad. Everything worked out quite well, could get the skill moves going, and as I said, we'll move on through into the semi-finals, and eventually I'll find an opponent who was going to play with a 4-3-3 formation with 2 center defensive mids. And he had a game plan. It was over the top balls and try and cross it in. I would get my first chance in the 5th minute and try to find Asaidi, but he would save the chip there, and instead he would play the through ball down the wing, and I miss my kind of push and pull move. I go with a tackle instead, and he would get the goal to make it 1-0. But 40th minute, we get back onto the ball. It's Remy here with a few skill moves, and he will be able to go past 3 defenders here out on the wing, take on a 4th one before he gets the shot in, and on the rebound, it's who else than Ben Arfa to get the goal, make it 1-1, and we go into the second half straight from kickoff. We get a little skill run going with Asaidi here. Almost getting the shot in, but he'll tackle me before I get a proper shot in. and instead it is in the 73rd man. We go with a little skill move, we pass it quickly around, and we find Ben Arfa to get his second goal of the game and get us up at 2-1, but then he would play a fruit ball down the wing to Blaszczykowski, cross it in, and it falls to Royce, and a terrible tackle from my side. I award him a penalty. He'll send my keeper the wrong way and make it 2-2, and after that it was like my team just didn't function at all. I had bad touches, bad passes, and just everything didn't work out for me. I don't think I had a single shot on target after he got the equalizer. And we went into the extra time, and he went with a cross once again. I will pick the ball up here, try to pass it to Dante. Instead, it locks onto Ogbonna, and I'm just lucky he didn't convert that. Here we pass it again. We completely missed the pass again, and we tried to pass to the keeper. We failed the pass again, and he couldn't convert it again. That was pretty much the picture, as I said. Just nothing worked out for me after I got the 2-2 equalizer, because else I felt I was on top of the game, and then everything just went downhill. But in the end, we went on into the penalty shootout. I would save his first shot, and I'll convert my 2 first shots. So I got a good start to the penalty shootout here. He'll step up with De Bruyne. I kept on diving to the right side because I thought eventually he would probably take a shot on the right again, and I would be able to save it. He steps up with Royce. Once again, I dive to the wrong side, and we will step up with Basufa, and we will once again convert our shot right into the top left-hand corner. He steps up with Blaszczykowski. I was trying to dive to the right, and my keeper just stood there watching. I'm not too sure why that was, and instead he saved my next shot. And that was really frustrating because I really thought I would save his other shot just before I missed, and unfortunately he would get on level terms with me saving my shot, and he steps up with Schweinsteiger here. We dive to the right and finally would save his shot and be able to win it all if we could convert our shot here, and we do so indeed to win the penalty shootout, the second one of the episode. And it was a really tough episode. Had 2 games which were quite difficult to play, the first one and the third one. We got a few skill goals in as well, and as you can see, he had a bunch more shots into the game, and they were especially into extra time because, as I said, everything just went downhill at that point in time. But anyways, it is going to be the end of the episode, guys. We got 11 wins so far. It's looking quite good, and we'll be back again tomorrow with another video, and that's all. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.